Good morning to everyone. Today I will explain the topic deflection of precious concrete members. Last class we have discussed for in this topic deflection different type of profiles, tendon profiles. I have to explain last class. Now I'll clearly explain what are the tendon profiles, what are the derivation formulas, how to calculate the deflection, okay, how to resist the deflection, okay, and how to what are the factors are influencing the deflection in precious concrete members. Okay, now lecture 20. Now I will explain. See the slide. Last class I will explain in this short-term deflection of uncracked members. So the Morse theorems have to follow mainly considering for governed by the bending moment. I have to distribution along the span. I have to consider first you have taken bending moment after taking calculation of deflection. Okay, this topics already explained last class. Now uh, again I will explain for effects of tendon profile on deflection. Tendon profile you have two different types. Okay, now different types of tendon profiles for precious concrete girders or precious concrete beams. Now each type, each derivation have to calculating the deflection, how to estimate the deflection, how to derive the formula for estimate for deflection. Okay, different types of tendon profile. First one striated tendon profile, and the second one trapezoidal tendon profile, and the third one parabolic tendon central anchors. Okay, last class I have to explain trapezoidal tendons. This derivation part I will explain last class. Okay, this is the bending moment diagram. This is a trapezoidal shape. This is the small a deflection. You have to calculate a equal to finally p by capital p by 6 capital A into 2 L1 square plus 2 6 L1 L2 plus 3 L2 square. This is the formula for how to calculate trapezoidal tendon profile. Now, parabolic tendon for central anchors, the deflection of a beam with the parabolic tendons having an eccentricity small e at the center and 0 at supports is given. Okay, center and 0 at the support is given by you have to take in some eccentricity center point. This is the diagram for parabolic tendon eccentricity. This is the precessing force. This is the precessing concrete beam rectangular. This is the centroidal center. Now bending movement diagram have to take in upward. Okay, now I have to take in negative sign minus 5 into PEL square by 48 EI. This is the profile of tendon, sorry, parabolic tendon profile for central anchors. So I have to center from some eccentricity is small e. Okay, now another type, parabolic tendons, eccentric anchors. This diagram as shown figure 6.5. A beam with a parabolic tendon having an eccentricity E1 and E1 at the center of span and E2 at the support section. Okay, two eccentricities you have in this parabolic tendon profile for eccentric anchors. Okay, now diagram, see the diagram 6.5. You have two eccentricities. Central eccentricity E1 and support eccentricity E2 have to acting precessing force. Now see that bending moment diagram in this parabolic tendon profile for eccentric anchors. Now you have to, this is the diagram. Finally got the length 5 by 8 to L by 2 minus PE E1 E2. Okay, now this is the bending moment diagram, second bending moment diagram for E2, eccentricity E2. Two bending moment diagrams. I have to upward, downward. 2 plus upward means minus negative condition, negative bending moment. Downward means positive bending moment. This is the deflection small a. Small a equal to bending moment diagram. Small a PL square by 48 EI minus 5E1 plus E2. This is the deflection for 10 parabolic tendon. Eccentric anchors have two eccentricities, one eccentricity center, another eccentricity support. You have to see the diagram 6.5 parabolic tendon eccentric anchors. Now upward have to take in into minus sign, and downward you have to take in into plus. This is the support bending moment diagram. This is the central bending moment diagram. Central load bending eccentricity bending moment diagram. Now A equal to PL square. Finally, now A equal to PL square by 48 A into minus 5E1 plus E2. This is the final formula. Now we have the resultant deflection at the center of train as the sum of the upward deflection of a beam with a parabolic tendon of eccentricity E1 plus E2 at the center, and 0 at the supports, and the downward deflection of a beam subjected to a uniform sagging bending moment of intensity PE2 throughout the length. Consequently, the resultant deflection becomes small a equal to PL square by 48 EI into minus 5E1 plus E2. Now go to next sloping tendon, another type of profile. Sloping tendon profile, eccentric anchors. See the diagram 6.6 for sloping tendon. How to bending moment diagram for two diagrams. Upward bending moment, downward bending moment diagram. Uh, Upward bending moment diagram, downward bending moment diagram. Sloping tendons, eccentric anchors. On figure 6.6, the deflection is computed in a way similar to method for above method 4. Have already discussed method 4 for that is the method of parabolic tendon eccentric anchors. This is the same. This procedure have to using this methodology for sloping tendon profile. Small a equal to minus, have to upward bending moment diagram. A negative sign is come. Two eccentricities for center and support. Okay, now E1 plus E2 plus P2 L square by 8EI equal to PL square by 24EI into minus 2E1 plus E2. Okay, now this is sloping tendons P into E2. Okay, uh, this is the sloping tendon profile for eccentric anchors. I have to two bending moment diagrams, two derivations I have to adding. For one is negative, one other one is positive. Two bending moment adding finally got the deflection A equal to PL square by 24EI into minus 2E1 plus E2. Okay, this is the sloping tendon profile. The deflection formula PL square by 24EI into minus 2E1 plus E2. Now parabolic and straight tendons as shown in figure 6.7 for parabolic and straight tendons, both are combining straight and parabolic. You have to see the diagram for some position parabolic, some position is straight. This is the tendon profile. This is the tendon. The acting precessing force P. Now I have to calculate the deflection small a, some eccentricity small e. Okay, now L1 you have to parabolic and L2 you have to straight. You have to considering half of the section. Now we have to finally A equal to this is the negative bending moment diagram. Upward we have to take in into negative PE by EI into 2 by 3 L1 Okay, into 5 by 8 L1 plus L2 into L1 plus L2 by 2. You have to take in uh, distances for parabolic condition and straight line condition. You have to finally deflection formula for a parabolic and straight tendon profiles A equal to minus P by EI into 5L1 square plus 12L1 L2 plus 6L2 square. Okay, now you have to using for deflection formula for parabolic and straight tendons, capital A equal to minus PE divided by capital EI into 5L1 square plus 12L1 L2 plus 6L2 square. Okay. The next type of profile for parabolic and straight tendon profile for eccentric anchors. Now you have to acting eccentric anchors. I have to take in for the maximum central deflection is obtained by some superposition is an 4 above. Okay, from figure 6.8 it is seen that 6.8 you have to see the diagram. This is the support some eccentricity E2 and another one E1. Have to two bending moment diagrams for eccentric anchors. You have to take in now two bending moment diagrams support some bending moment diagram and central some bending moment diagram have to take in two bending moment diagrams for eccentric anchors, parabolic and straight tendons. Now see the diagrams, two bending moment diagrams have to take in length. Okay, now you have to calculate for deflection small a equal to minus P into E1 plus E2 divided by 12 EI into 5 L1 square plus 12 L1 L2 plus L2 6 L2 square plus P2 L square 8 EI. This is the downward bending moment. This is the upward bending moment diagram. Upward bending moment diagram I have to take in length, parabolic and straight. You have to finally last uh, parabolic and straight tendon profile. You have to, this is the equation. Now you have adding the uh, bending moment diagram and parabolic bending moment diagram taken eccentric anchors parabolic and straight tendons. Eccentric anchors have to taken two bending moment diagrams P into E2, P into E1, E1 into E2. Have to taken final they got the parabolic equation. This is the capital A equal to minus P into E1 E2 by 12 EI plus into 5L square L1 square plus 12 E L1 L2 plus 6 L2 square plus P2 L square by 8 EI. This is the formula for deflection. You have to calculating the deflection for parabolic and straight tendons for eccentric anchors. Okay. Now go to next one from deflection due to next topic 6.33 deflection due to self weight and imposed load. That means dead load and live load. Deflection formula have to derive for dead load and live load acting on a particular element for pre-stressed concrete. Or at the time of transfer of pre-stress, the beam hogs up due to the effect of pre-stressing. At this stage, the self-weight of the beam induces downward deflection, which further increases due to the effect of imposed load on the beam. If G equal to self-weight of the beam and Q equal to imposed load per meter uniformly distributed, you have to take in. Now the downward deflection is computed as A equal to downward means positive 5 into G plus Q into L to the power 4 divided by 384 EI. This is the formula I have to using calculating the deflection for live load and dead load, self weight and imposed load. You have to using the formula for calculating deflection. Small a equal to 5 into G plus Q into L to the power 4 divided by 384 EI. Okay. Deflection due to concentrated live loads can be directly computed by using Moore's theorem. Uniformly distributed, you have to take in this deflection formula. We have to give in live loads, concentrated live load. That means point load you have to give in, use Moore's theorem, have to calculate in deflection. Moore's theorem, right now, straight tendon have to take in point load. Okay, now this formula I have to use minus PL square by 88. This is the Moore's theorem. Have to using this formula. Okay, now go to for example problems in this different tendon profile, calculating the different tendon profile, calculating the deflection. Go to example problems. You have to calculate. Now example 6.1. Uh, the deck of a precessor concrete culvert is made up of a slab 500 mm thick. The slab is spanning over 10.4 meters. Okay, and supports a total uniformly distributed load comparing the dead and live loads of 23.5 kN per meter square. The modulus of velocity of concrete 38 kN per mm square. The concrete slab is precessed by straight cables, each containing 12 high tensile wires of 7 mm diameter, stressed to 1200 Newton per mm square at a constant eccentricity of 195 mm. The cables are spaced at 328 mm intervals. Okay, a constant eccentricity of 195 mm. The cables are spaced at 328 mm intervals in the transfer direction. Okay, estimate the deflection, instantaneous deflection of the slab at the center of span under pre-stress and the imposed load. Okay, now we have to calculate the deflection uh, at the center of span under pressures and under the imposed load. We have to calculate the deflection and slab. We have to given element pressure concrete slab for culvert is made up of a slab of 500 mm thick. The slab is spanning over 10.4 meters. Span length you have to be given 10.4 meters. Okay, now write the given data in this problem. Example 6.1. Now write given data. Uh, have to considering 1 meter width of cable. Uh, 1 meter width of cable. The properties of the cross section are computed. Thickness of slab also is given D equal to 500 mm. Width of the slab we have to take in considering from width of the slab we have to assuming or considering 1 meter length we have to take in per slab. Okay, B equal to 1000 mm converts to mm span of the slab. And like one already given in this problem 10.4 meters. Now second moment of in area, that means moment of inertia equal to rectangular shape. We have taken BD cube by 12. Now we have to calculate I value. B equal to 1000 and D equal to 500 divided by 12. Finally 1041 into 10 to the power of 7 mm power 4. Now for each cable, now got each cable 12 into 38.5 into 1200 divided by 1000. Have to take in number of bars. You have to type 12 high tensile wires. You have to given 12 high tensile wires of 7 mm diameter. Precious 1200 Newton per mm square. Okay, eccentricity 195 mm. The cable spaced at intervals 328 mm. Now we have to calculate and is given for elasticity of concrete modulus of velocity 38 kN per mm square. Now taken into account for 12 into 38.5 into 38. You have to correction for in this problem 38 only due to 38. into 1200 divided by 1000. You finally got the each cable force in each cable 554 kilonewtons. Spacing of cables in the transverse direction we already given in this problem 328 mm. Hence, the precessing force per meter width of slab is computed as P equal to width of slab 1000 into 554 force on each cable divided by interval 328. Finally, the force is 1689 kilonewtons. Already eccentricity also is given small e equal to 195 mm. Total uniformly distributed load on the beam W equal to 33.5 kilonewton per meter, that equal to converts mm 0.0335 kilonewton per mm. Okay, uniformly distributed load. Now we have given in this problem 23.5 kilonewton per meter square. We have to take in uniformly distributed load W equal to uh, 33.5. See, the problem will be to take a given data. He is given dead load and live loads of 23.5 kilonewton per meter square. Now we have to take a in this problem uh, total uniformly distributed load on the beam. Okay, now I have to take in for 33.5 kilonewton per meter. Okay, now 23.5 into 1.5. Okay, in this problem, have to calculate finally uniformly distributed load on the beam W equal to 33.5 kilonewton per meter. Okay, in this problem given live load and dead load, live uniform distributed load compressing the dead load and live loads of 23.5 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, uniform distributed load comparing the live load and dead load, have to take in 23.5 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, now we have to calculate 23.5 have to take in a partial safety factor. Now we have to get taken W equal to 33.5 km per meter. Finally converts to 0.00335 kN per mm. Now deflection due to precessing force AP have to take in this slab minus PEL square by ATI. We have finally got the value minus 7.25 upward. Have to take in deflection due to loads 5 WL power 4 divided by 384 EI. I have to live load, dead load. I have to finally calculate the deflection formula. In this formula, you have to use A equal to 5G 5 8 WL to power 4 384 EI. You have to finally substitute this in equation 5 into 0.33 0.0335 into 10.4 into 1000 whole to the power 4 divided by 384 into 38 into 1041 into 10 power of 7. Finally, deflection for load, live load and dead load 12.90 mm for downwards. Okay, resultant deflection 12.90 minus 11.25, that equal to 1.65 mm for downwards. Okay, this is the example problem. How to calculate the deflection Now another example 6.2. A pre-stressed concrete beam of rectangular section 120 mm wide by 300 mm deep. You have to given rectangular section for rectangular beam. Dimensions also is given 120 mm width and 300 mm depth. Spans over a 6 meters. Span also is given 6 meters. The beam is pre-stressed by a straight cable carrying an effective force of 200 kilonewtons at an eccentricity of 50 mm. The modulus of elasticity of concrete is 38 kilonewton per meter square. This is the data is given. Compute the deflection at the center of span for the following cases. Okay, now calculate deflection under pre-stress plus self weight, and the second one, find the magnitude of the uniformly distributed live load which you will nullify the deflection due to the pre-stress and self weight. Okay, now I have to calculate, write the data. Pre-stressing force 200 kilonewton, effective force to P equal to 100 kilonewtons, and I equal to moment of inertia. I have to calculate rectangular BD cube by 12. I equal to 27 10 power 7 mm cube. Eccentricity also is given 50 mm. And uh, capital E equal to 38 kilonewton per mm square. Length also is given 6 meter converts mm 600 mm. And write the 6 G equal to 0.8 Newton per mm. 0.86 Newton per mm. Now I have to calculate deflection formula. Right, deflection due to pre-stressing force is computed as AP equal to minus PL square by 80. I have to using the formula upward deflection. Deflection due to sulfate, I have to write the formula 5G L to the power 4 384 A. G means that means dead load. Dead load you have to calculate now. G equal to get the value G equal to 0.86 Newton per mm. G value you have to write the for 0.3 into 0.12 into unit weight of concrete. You have to guard the value 0.86 Newton per mm. That is the dead load. You have to given. Now substitute in this equation, calculate the deflection for sulfate. Ag equal to 5G L to the power 4 by the 384 EI. Substitute finally got the value 1.40 mm downward deflection. The taken conditions, deflection of due to pre-stress plus sulfate. Now 1.040 minus 4.38 minus 2.98 mm upwards. And if Q uniformly distributed load on the beam which neutralizes the deflection due to pre-stress and sulfide, its magnitude is calculated as AV equal to A into 384 A divided by 5 into L to the power 4. Finally, I have to calculating for A means 2.9 deflection. I have to calculate the live load. Finally, 1.81 Newton per mm converts 1.81 kilonewton per meter. Okay, I have to calculate in this procedure. Now, for AP pre-stressing force using the deflection formula minus PEL square by 88, and sulfate 5GL for 4 divided by 384 A, and calculating pre-stress sulfate have to due to upward deflection. Negative sign means upward bending moment diagram, upward deflection, and a positive sign give to downward deflection. Now example 6.3, you have to read the problem and write the data. How to calculate the which formula I have to use, different tendon profiles. Have to go to the different derivation parts. You remember the formulas, different tendon profiles. A rectangular concrete beam of cross section 150 mm of 80 meters and is pre-stressed 150 mm wide and 300 mm deep. He is simply supported over a span of 8 meters and is pre-stressed by means of a symmetric parabolic cable at a distance of the beam at support sections. If the force in the cable is 350 kilonewtons and the modulus of velocity of concrete 38 kilonewton per mm square, calculate the deflection at mid span and the beam is supporting its own weight. and the concentrated load which must be applied at a mid span to restore it to the level of supports. Now, write the cable force P equals 350 kilonewtons and the moment of inertia rectangular BD cube by 12. Got the value 3,375 into 10 to the power of 5 mm power 4. And modulus of elasticity of concrete also is given 38 kN per mm square. And eccentricity is taken 75 mm and E2 equal to 25 mm. Eccentricity have to also is given in this problem. Have to take in this problem support. Supporting means E2 and central acting for E1 eccentricity. E2 is the support. Now supporting tendon profile, both conditions, eccentric anchors have to take in this formula. Have to using the formula for a net deflection due to precessing force PL square by 48 A minus 5 E1 plus E2. Finally got the upward deflection. You have to take in minus sign. Self weight of the beam you have to calculate 0.15 into 0.324. 1.08 1.08 into kilonewton per meter. It converts to mm, kilonewton mm, 0.00108. Finally, downward deflection due to self weight, have to using formula 5 into G, L to the power 4 divided by 384 A. Substituting this value, got the downward deflection for only self weight, 4.5 mm. Deflection due to pressure for self weight, minus 12.7 plus 4.5. Got the downward upward deflection, minus 8.2 mm. And if Q equal to concentrated load, that means point load, you have to take in of the center of span, then QL cube by 48 EI, that equal to 8.2. Okay, that is the deflection. C, the upward, you have to take in 8.2. Now, this is the concentrated load for acting. W have to take in final 8.2 mm. Is, okay, now Q equal to have to take, now we deflection equal to QL cube by 48 Ti. Now Q we have to calculate, that is the concentrated load, point load 8.2 48 38 into 3,875 into 10 to the power of 5 divided by length. I have taken 8 meters, converts 8,000 mm cube. That finally got the concentrated load, live load 9.9 kilonewtons. These are the example problems I have to calculate. Okay, which formula I have to use? Two eccentricities you have to given taking this deflection formula PL square by 48 Ti into minus 5 E1 plus E2. Okay, okay. This number of problems have to practice easily calculation. Now write the data what it will be calculated. Okay. Now next prediction of long-term deflections. I will explain next class. In the small derivation part on examples problems, and the last one deflection of cracked members, short-term deflection of cracked members, long-term deflection of cracked members. Okay, these two topics will be completed now. Unit 4 will be completed. Okay, next topic, next lecture I have to explain long-term deflection. Okay, predict okay, prediction of long-term deflections. Okay, I will explain next class. Okay, thank you this opportunity.